this is my audience. My name is Autumn Bannister. Today is October 25th, 2020, and we will be talking about global warming. Global warming is something that affects every living thing on this planet, and it's important to know as much about the topic as possible. Have you noticed the changes in temperature lately? As of today, we have more carbon monoxide in our atmosphere than we have had in the last 8,000 years. Look closely at this picture here, and at the end of my presentation, I want to show you the effects that carbon monoxide has on the environment. Since this is the only Earth we'll ever live on, it's very important we know the ways in which to help our environment. This topic relates to everyone, and because of how passionate I am about this subject, I've done my research. Global warming is a problem that affects, like I said, every living thing on this planet, although most don't understand the dangerous implications. Others understand those dangers and try to educate those who are unknown to the drastic effects it has. There are ways to reduce your carbon footprint and help lessen the amount of carbon monoxide going into our atmosphere. Today, we will talk about the causes of global warming, the drastic effects it has on humans, on animals, and on our ecosystems, and the ways to reduce our carbon footprint. So, let's begin with the causes of global warming. There are several factors that can cause global warming. The first and main one being the burning of fossil fuels. An example of that would be burning coal or oil or gas to create electricity. Using oil or gas to fuel and power cars releases CO2 into the atmosphere, which is also known as a greenhouse gas. According to Amanda McMillan, burning fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, and it produces about 2 billion tons of CO2 every year. Like I said, CO2 is a greenhouse gas. If you're wondering what that is, greenhouse gases are gases in our atmosphere that trap heat. They allow the sunlight to pass through the atmosphere, but they prevent the heat from leaving. Another factor is deforestation and tree clearing. Plants help by absorbing the carbon monoxide from the air and releasing oxygen in its place. So when trees are cut down, all the carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide they have stored within it gets pushed back into the atmosphere. So now that we've talked about the causes of global warming, let's talk about the effects it has on us and on our environment. Global warming can have many different effects on our planet, one of those being an increase in overall temperatures. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, also known as NOAA, the average global temperature has increased by about 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit over the past 100 years. The hottest year on record worldwide is the year 2016, and those records go back all the way to 1895. Another thing is extreme weather is another effect of global warming. Polar ice caps and glaciers are melting. Lakes such as Lake Superior are warming rapidly, faster than the surrounding environment. Because of the change in weather, animals are changing their migration patterns and plants are changing their dates of activity. So they're blooming faster and dying faster than they should, so they're not in the same seasons. Now that we've talked about the causes of global warming and the effects that it has, let's talk about how to lessen our carbon footprint. Although there are several ways to add to the ever-growing greenhouse gases causing global warming, there are also ways that we can reduce our carbon footprint and lower the amount of global warming in our atmosphere. One of those is to reduce the amount of energy or electricity generated from coal and gas. So one way to do that is you can use solar panels or windmills to make electricity. If you're traveling a short distance, you can try walking or riding your bike instead of taking your car. But if the distance is too far for you to walk or ride, you can carpool, and that will help reduce the gas that's being entered into the atmosphere, and it'll lower your carbon footprint. Another thing you can do is reduce your water waste. I know that doesn't sound like something that would help global warming, but it actually takes a lot of energy to pump, heat, and treat your water. All of that causes carbon pollution. Try taking shorter showers or turning off your faucet whenever you're brushing your teeth. So global warming, like I said, is a problem that affects every living thing on this planet, although most don't understand the implications it has. Others understand the dangers and try to educate those who are unknown the drastic effects it has. Today, we talked about the causes of global warming, the dangerous effects it has on humans, animals, and our ecosystems, and the ways to reduce our carbon footprint. So, do you remember the picture that I showed you at the beginning of my presentation? If not, I'll show you once more. As you can see, this polar bear looks completely healthy. Now look at this photo. As you can see, this polar bear is suffering from exhaustion as well as malnourishment due to global warming. This is an excellent example as to what global warming is causing just to our wildlife alone. Thank you very much for your time.